turn my back, you laughing.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Salt Lake City Flyers and the Orlando Sentinels. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 10 Tucson. It's our 22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. It's our Mike's 59. Mike's 59. On deck, punt. Check, 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 check. Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz. You're out. Let's go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Throwing on third and long. Love. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down. On third down, Hunt. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Fields. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. On first down, Fields being chased out left. Complete. Smith has it. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Back to throw. Fields. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. The quick slant caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw on second down. Love. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift, shift.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Check 24, check 24. Joker, 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 joker. Check 13, check 13.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
H3, 218.
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Pilot 64, weak. Ready, go.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Check, check, check. Shift, shift. Deuce, 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 deuce. Lock it. And go.
On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down. Love. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch. Recon, 132 fighting.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
52. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check your hot read. Safe. Hard. Yep. I got him. That's me. No.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Bullet high. Here we go. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 59. Mike. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 49. Check 49. Check orbit. Rocket.
From the gun, Love to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Right back to Sanders on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We got 4. We got 4.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going deep downfield for... This is caught at the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, and he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch Leo.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Love dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach in our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try to hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Fields. It's caught. Smith. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Second down and inches. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Off play action. Fields. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Go, go. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Now. Check 59. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up...
And that's caught inside the 30. And touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got him, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create.
And he lost gets the football, and the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and... Geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Fields nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Go, go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
2nd and long. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. On 3rd and 2, Love, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Back. Kill. You're out.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And it's Michelle once again. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Love. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Check 31. Bravo. Mike. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Love. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's coming. We got double. Check 37. Echo. Ready, go.
2nd and 5. He's got it to Williams. 16 yards, a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Charlie.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Brings up third down.
Kill. Lock it. Flare, alert, flare.
Throwing on third and long. Love. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second and 9 now. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
36. Check. Hot route. Hot. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man is Higgins. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very low. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Watch left. Even. 4 down. Even. Go.
On 4th down, Fields. He's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our visitors, the win.